As soon as the children and their parents passed through the door, the police fell upon them. They tore the children from their parents. They were screaming, the most unearthly shrieking that any human being ever heard. When I passed through the door, I was stooping over 4 or 5 little children. Immediately, 3 or 4 policemen grabbed me and threw me all over the place. They dragged me along the ground on my knees to get me away from the crowd, but I went back. I just couldn't stand seeing women and children handled that way. I didn't care if I was murdered that day. It was at that time I saw the woman who was so soon to be a mother struck over the abdomen, said Neville. And I saw a young girl who had nothing to do with the strike, but who got in the way of the police, clubbed over the back. And then there was a whole wagon load of women and children taken away. Most of them had been injured by the police. I tried to get back to the crowd 3 or 4 times, and finally they arrested me. I was taken to the station house where the cells were crowded with women and children. There was a man in the cell with me, said Neville. He was a Pole. He didn't speak much English. His wife and children also were locked up. This man knew from what he had heard that his wife was only a few cells away from him, and he started to call to her in his own language. The turnkey ordered him to stop yelling. The man did not do it. The turnkey opened the cell and dragged the man out and threw him downstairs into the dark cells in the cellar. There were children at the breast locked up in the cells. There was a woman locked up who had had a baby 2 weeks before. Samuel Goldbert, 16 years old, who worked for the American Woolen Company for 5 months, added to the knowledge of the committee. The boy said he received $5.10 a week maximum. But then, when we are 5 minutes late, they take off an hour's pay, and we have to pay 5 cents a week for water, he added. What kind of water? Asked Henry. Canal water, said the boy.